the first real pullback, but it's not looking good. Oh gosh. Oh no, 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 don't do it. Don't do it, Emily. Don't. 52.46 is the highs. It's going to be a record losing trade as fast as it came up. Maybe not. Let's see. Facebook, new low, beautiful. 2 points in Facebook. Keys is looking much better. Still waiting for Boeing. Oh, come on, mRNA, don't do it.
Watching mRNA close here.
Okay. Boeing is almost there. Out of mRNA. Sure.
Yep, myself too. I'm out of the
Boeing is
mRNA
there.
trade.
Getting ready for partial in Boeing. Beautiful spike down. Oh, look at Tesla. Look at S&P. Look at Nasdaq.
Tesla at the low.
Look at mRNA. What's the mRNA doing? What's its business moving higher? I mean, seriously.
Everybody's coming down but mRNA.
Did not take my Boeing partial. I probably should have. Just saw the market coming down so strong. And I kind of felt like Boeing should continue. Set my target right now. Waiting a bit more. Okay, taking now my partial in Boeing. Got 3 winners, 2 losers, still nicely in green territory. I'm gonna keep fighting mRNA today, Scott.
I just hope it rolls back over here, give us another opportunity. I had small share size in the trade, but still got stopped out here at the top.
Wow, look at Facebook. Okay, now I have to face it. The market is too extended to the downside, traders. Way too extended. Nasdaq down almost 1%. It is extended. Therefore, we should get a pullback, and we're getting it right now. Not the best time to short something right now. Wow, beyond new low. So the only one undecided for me is Keys. mRNA, goodness, it should come down.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
try
for the
here
same.
at 52.
I'll wait to 51.70.
Okay, I'm going to come in here at 52 traders, and we'll see if we get down to 51.70. I'll add with Mayor.
One new low, good. 1 point in Boeing.
Wow, look at Tesla getting beat up too.
More. Yeah, Tesla's coming down strong. And the market, I mean, just a very tiny pullback and new lows. We're having something interesting today. We are having something interesting today. Getting ready to reduce some more Boeing. It's quite extended too. Reduced Boeing some more. Only one I've got left now is Keys and, of course, mRNA that owes me money today.
Here's on the CAR trade, anything under 2050, I will come out of the rest of the trade. 2050 on CAR. and watching mRNA for another opportunity here.
Look at mRNA, Scott. It's looking for a new high.
Yeah, starting to go. Wow.
Maybe you should just, let it go today.
Yeah, still down 8.5% for the day, though. I mean, something tells me we're going to see it roll over.
Yeah, that's what the book says. Oh, look at the S&P and the Nasdaq new lows. Nasdaq
S&P
is
now under
almost
300.
1.1%.
Yeah.
S&P still in green territory, 0.3, but we started up 1%. Roku took me out, one of my losers, and look at what he's doing now under the lows. Why keys is not coming down? New low, S&P, new low, Nasdaq.
Look at Tesla
Extremely
also getting
extended,
crushed.
extremely extended. Look at Boeing. And keys is not coming down. The problem now is at first sign of a pullback, keys is likely to spike up unless it's going to come down right now.
ZM at the bottom of the day.
Yeah, I should reduce some more size in ZM. Again, because the market is extended, reducing now. Look at mRNA.
Just begging to go lower.
I'm thinking about a much tighter stop in keys now, traders, because if the market's going to pull back up, and it seems like it's doing it right now, keys is likely to move up with the market. And I don't want to have a big loser. Small loser will do there. Like if it moves over 98.30, originally my stop was much higher than that. It's like it's waiting to make a decision here, keys.
I'm going to post this. Well, yeah, I'll post it under 52 mRNA. If this rolls over here, I hopefully will get a good trade in here.
It just came down a bit. Strange enough, when the market pulled back up, it just came down. And keeps going.
Watch the entry here. I'm short at 52.
Oh, mRNA.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I got it at 52 right before this break here.
I did not. If I'm gonna have a loser in keys and another loser in mRNA, I could be red.
Take the partial under 51.50 traders. Here we go.
So market pullback just came. We were very extended to the downside. Keys did not manage to come down, tried, so far failed. Maybe it's going to continue, we'll see. Stop should be over 98.20. Here's the test with mRNA now, Scott.
Yep.
I'm thinking I should join you under 51.60. I'm joining you.
Here's the drop.
Goodness.
Nice. Okay. Finally, baby. Payoff time.
I just joined, Scott.
Keep coming. I'll wait for you here. 51 target. Give us a full point here. $0.30 to go. Come on. Those of you that got in with me at 52, remember to take your partial. Pay yourself first. Here we go. Bigger move coming, hopefully. $51. Can you say 51? Come on. 40 cents
Market
to go.
pullback seems to be over. Market's probably looking for a new low. What about this? This is quite a downside momentum.
Yeah, big time move.
Oh, come on, Keys, don't do it. For 98.20, I'll terminate it. It's going to be a very small loser if it does move over 98.20. It's quite a shame. Should have moved downwards, the market did not.
Come on, mRNA. Below the VWAP now. Just need to follow through down towards 51. Take a look at Roku. A couple of you have asked about it this morning. I mean, very well extended here. 105, maybe look at the daily on Roku. It is pointing down. I mean, I would say 105, break a 105 would be the short here on Roku. Got good movement on mRNA. Tesla fresh lows. Roku fresh lows.
I'm back. Keys making the move. But mRNA is challenging me again. And the S&P and Nasdaq just moved to a new low. Yeah, I saw Roku. I definitely saw Roku. You know, I was looking at the daily of Roku. You should take a look, guys, at the daily of Roku to see why it should come down. The way it moved up, I was so surprised it happened. But you know, that's the trading world. You know, you just think you're right. You watch the daily. It seems like it should happen, but then it does something totally different and then comes down. Well, sadly, that's how it is sometimes. Well, target on keys. You know, I wish I wouldn't. It wouldn't be a loser now. I mean, again, it failed to move lower. You see, my target should be if it comes down. My target should be under the lows. Because you know what? Just a few seconds ago, when I saw this red candle, it looked pretty clear to me that this stock should come down under the lows. So it really has to do nothing right now with my stop loss, which is rather small. It has more to do with the technical formation of the intraday of keys. If it gets closer again to the lows, then it's very, very likely to come down under. This could be a several point winner or a relatively small loser. ZM new low. mRNA is looking slightly better now. It was a test in mRNA now, trying to move over 52. Seems like it failed, and the market just continues to come down. Although I see another bottoming tail right now at the S&P. Oh, mRNA is making the move. Good.
Beautiful move. Beautiful move, mRNA. Finally. A $1 move on mRNA.
What
Nice
was that?
move, mRNA. Well, we were restricted so much, we don't have much to choose from anymore on our winning sounds.
I took my partial in
Thank you
mRNA
to
traders.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I have
Well,
two.
very small winner for me, traders in mRNA. I did not look for a big winner there. I was just happy with the way it just moved down. So I'm still holding very small size and hoping it's going to continue. It did not cover my initial loss in mRNA, maybe took out a third of that. But it's good, it's good enough. And key is still annoying. Extremely annoying. Again, it tried to move lower and failed. GILD just moved to a new high. It's crazy. This stock is like the opposite of market direction.
Hey, traders, besides the trade on mRNA, I am flat. I do not have another trade on right now. Out of the car trade was stopped out of MGM earlier. So I am flat right now with the exception of mRNA. Just 200 shares left.
Well, we knew mRNA should come down, Scott.
Yep, we had it pegged. Absolutely. Down for the day. When the market started to roll over, got more interested in it. But we needed that that uptrend to be broken, and it did. More confident when it broke the VWAP, and then down to that round number of 50, well, 51. Maybe it's got a little bit more in the tank here.
Guys, you know, if you watch mRNA, stock is down 11% right now, a bit more. And it's not likely for it to move higher. That's why I did not take the long trade, although it was a beautiful technical formation over 5160 or so. Earlier, it had a beautiful technical formation for a long, and it did well. I mean, moved up 1.5 points. So it really did good, but that was not the right thing to do because you watch the stock as it moves higher. You just don't know when it's going to pull back down. And it did. And come on, keys. Come on, keys. Give me the keys to happiness. Go on, come down. Looks better now. Maybe it's going to make a decision right now. I'm like thinking, if I click the button right now, it's going to be a winner. But you know what? Technical formation now is so nice for it to continue down.
Mention the Roku trade under 105, and that's now 104.30 printing.
You know what, traders? I have a solution. Half size out of keys now. That's my solution. Half size out. Small winner. Whatever comes next, it's probably not going to hit me too much. Like if it goes to my stop loss now, it's going to be like flat or so. Should have thought about this. I mean, it sounds like so simple, but you know, it is simple. I don't trust it. It's just going sideways. But I find it hard. You know, you find it quite hard to click the button and cover half of the size because you expect it to come down. And it looks like when it's going to make the big move, you're going to miss out on that. So half size, okay. Okay, I do have the time to take a look at other trades. So whatever you're watching, Disney, let's see Disney. You know what? Disney is trending lower very clearly, but the stock is up 1%. Don't bet on it continues to come down, and the market is pulling back from the lows now. Look at Tesla moving up. There's several stocks who are going to move up now. I'm thinking about closing Facebook over 227.20. Not only Facebook, everything I have right now I should consider closing or having tight stops now because the market seems to start moving back up. I'm out of Facebook. The mRNA comes down. Good. How about BA now? Moving out of BA also. Moved up too much. Look at B8. Close the gap. And this could be the point where it moves higher. Now the S&P was also very close. It just was extremely close to the point where it closed the gap. At that point, this could be the low of the day. This could easily be the low of the day. What else do we have open? ZM. I'll put a stop in ZM over 155.50.
Traders, I'm going to take the CAR trade again and the breakout of 21 if we get it here. CAR long over 21.
Let's stop in ZM now. So I've got mRNA open, still coming down. Here comes 1 point from my entry, 1.5 point or more from Scott's. And of course, half size in keys.
Watching that 50 now in mRNA. Real possibility here.
KSS, Jonah, I'll take a look. KSS is strong today. Stock is up 8%. Now the market's moving higher. It could continue higher. Yeah, you're right if you want to go long there. Maybe over 21.10. It's not a big mover. It's rather nice. I don't trust the market to continue down, traders. I don't trust it. The S&P closed the gap or almost closed the gap. We are in green territory. The only thing that bothers me is that the Nasdaq is down 0.7. And of course, the trend earlier, the pressure, downside pressure was so strong. So I don't dare putting up any long trades now. JP Morgan. Yeah, JP Morgan, again, very strong, up 4%. But your entry point should have been lower. It had a nice technical formation for a long. Stop field, which one? ZM. ZM is out. If you thought about going long KSS, this should be the entry point. This TNE, let's see. STN is trending lower, maybe over 33 for a long, if it goes down. But the market just moved up and STN is moving down, so I think it's probably not going to make it. mRNA, maybe the party's over. I don't know. It could find some support this area here. I'm waiting a bit more. I have small size left. I'm just waiting. It's certainly not a good point to go long or short mRNA. Certainly not a good point to do anything with mRNA anymore. I mean, the only thing we knew about mRNA today, I wanted to say for certain, but it never is. The only thing we knew about mRNA that it is very, very likely to pull back strong from the highs. I didn't really get the right entry point. I kind of chased it down, so I had a small winner. Scott got it right, and he did use a nice short there at 52. But the rest you just don't know. You don't know if it's going to continue now. That's why we have partials. You don't know if it's going to move up from here. No idea. Small size left and hoping for the best. But there's certainly nothing you can do with mRNA right now, Brendan, like nothing. Whatever you're doing right now is just gambling. You just don't know where it's going to go. Let's see pizza. No volume in PZZA, no volume. It's trending higher without any volume. I think there.
Alfred, no volume on that DG trade on Dollar General. Moving up, but just very little volume.
Boeing is moving higher. S&P is kind of moving higher. That should be a good test for the S&P now. You know, So again, we came down, we closed the gap, now we moved higher. Big question now, what's going to come next? Again, I wouldn't trust it to continue higher. I wouldn't trust it to continue lower because the only thing it came down is probably, again, technically speaking, to close the gap. I'm asking myself now, why do I keep holding keys? Do I have a good reason to hold keys now? The answer is no, I don't. It's just a mental issue now. I'm kind of afraid I'm going to take a look at keys like an hour from now and see it coming down several points and feeling like an idiot. That's the only reason I'm holding keys, and that's a bad reason. So I'm gaining some mental power and clicking the button right now, and I just did, and I'm out. That's what I should do. I'm out. And please don't tell me that it broke down under the lows or something. I don't want to watch it.
I'd be surprised here. Lower volume right now on keys as well.
You know what, Scott? I'll give it it's more likely to come down and have a big move under the lows than to move higher to my stop. But I feel like a gambler there. I mean, it could do everything. Just could do everything right now. I don't want to bet on that. Well, the only thing I've got open now is small size in my last mRNA trade, which I will stop over 51.80.
Same thing here, mRNA. And also looking for a car trade, CAR over 21 on the breakout here.
Okay, hard stop in mRNA over 51.80. And tell you what, if mRNA is going to continue going sideways here, then just should let it go. That's it. Facebook, no, again, I don't know what the market's going to do next. We rode the market trend, it was nice, but I don't know what's coming next. If I was thinking that there's a good chance the market going to continue down, I guess there's like maybe 50% going to move up or down from here. Then I think, yeah, Facebook looking good for a short. There's several other stocks that looks good for a short, like ZM possibly, mRNA. No, sorry. No. ZM definitely looks like an interesting continuation. Roku looks like possibly an interesting continuation. NVIDIA also, which I missed today. Twitter and Facebook, yes, maybe Netflix. But okay, so look at the S&P now. A red candle just came in. It's going to be a big test. Now, question is if we're going to get down under the lows or we're going to move over the recent pullback highs. I wouldn't trust the trend because we just came down to close the gap. So I don't know. And we're still green. I mean, quite green. The S&P is up 0.4%.
CAR no trade, CAR.
Okay, mRNA is making the move. Good. Well, actually, the market's making the move also. Well, let's see. I could be missing on the next low here, traders. I definitely could be missing on the next low, but I cannot trust it now. It's quite a spike down now. The S&P and Nasdaq, quite a spike down. Interesting.
Here comes mRNA one more time, challenging that $50 mark. 5-0 on mRNA. No trade on CAR.
So we came down strong, did not, of course, move under the lows. We spiked down. After a spike down, you expect some kind of pullback. We have it now. Question, of course, where are we going to continue from here? You like BA? BA is actually moving higher, but again, if the market's going to come down from here, BA is going to come down. You know what? That's a decent trade. Of course, if the market's going to come down, because BA is kind of holding. Facebook's looking for a new low. Netflix also. Let's watch BA. Maybe I'm going to get myself another trade here. Nvidia just moved to a new low. Yeah, Tesla looks good too. Yeah, you're right. Let's watch Tesla also. Possibly under 805.
Here comes the test on mRNA at $50. mRNA.
But I keep wondering if the S&P is really going to move to a new low. You've got yourself 2 points in mRNA.
Yep.
Scott.
Big move. I'd love to see it break 50 here. It's already done it once.
Boeing wants to move higher, really. Probably not a good candidate. Tesla seems to be like potentially better candidate. But again, I gotta see where the market's taking us. If you're interested in a long, Possibly GILD. Again, I do not trust market's direction right now, but so I won't do it myself. Facebook just moved to a new law. Took me out.
Randy, it looks good, MGM over 18. You got the VWAP right above it. It should power through there.
Good job, Jake. 5 trades for green. I've got 6 trades today. 4 green, 2 red. It's a good balance. mRNA.
Thank you, Livio. SPCE. Yeah.
Good job, Yasin.
SPCE over 17. Looking good.
Come on, mRNA. Good. 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 And we're going. New law, Scott. mRNA. Now I've got 2 points on my late entry.
Yep.
I'm going to cover some. Covered. More mRNA. With just 100 shares. Roku is looking for a new low. S&P is holding. Nasdaq is holding. They've opened the restaurants here, Scott, in Berlin.
Oh, yeah? Fully open?
I feel
or
like I'm
just
leaving again.
Yeah.
The bars are still closed, but restaurants are open. So cool.
Is it at 50% capacity, or what are you seeing?
I think less. I don't know. I've had my first meal day before yesterday, and it was less than 50%, I would guess. Going out like a few minutes, so I'm going to tell you tomorrow. But I think it's much less. So now S&P is approaching the lows, and I think we're going to see a new low. So if you're thinking shorting something, 805 Tesla. I don't know if I'm going to join you. Actually, just triggered. I'm not. Very likely that the market will move down. Posted Tesla, but I'm having a really nice green day. I don't want to ruin that.
Yeah, CAR no trade, and it's trending coming down here. mRNA just 100 shares left. I'm out of the rest of the mRNA trade. Yeah, CAR all the way back down to 20. I haven't seen ACB. No. Let me take a look here. Wow, that was $15.
Here comes
Made that move
Tesla.
up to 20 and then down $5.
And the market's under the lows. Well, it seems like we have quite a momentum down today. Nasdaq is about to join that. S&P just turned red. We started up 1%. In mRNA, moving to a new. Oh, look at mRNA. Wow. I want to close the rest of my mRNA here. Closing. It's quite extended. mRNA is down 16%.
Look at mRNA now, $48. Wow.
Goku has a nice technical formation under the lows. Just moved under. Nasdaq just moved to a new low. This is becoming an interesting day. And I thought mRNA should pull back up. Look at it. Wow, we keep coming lower. Well, Tesla obviously was a nice trade. I did not want to take the risk.
Facebook low of the day. Market, I can't believe the market is red now. SPY closed the entire gap and is now red. I'm going to come out of the last
Slightly
100
red,
shares of
Scott.
mRNA. Yep.
That's why I think it could change. But judging the momentum, well, I wonder if it's going to change.
Amazing.
Wow, S&P is accelerating. Down 0.2. Look at Tesla under the lows.
Wow, Tesla. Where does it go from here? Traders, don't forget a couple of things. The uh, the special, the summer sale ends today at midnight. So if you want to come on board, if you're on the outside looking in on social media and you want to come in here without delays, without anything like that, we've got the training programs all set to go. We've got the intro, student, expert, and pro. Clifton's got the link here in the room. Just click on that. You can explore that today. Make your decision before midnight. And then tomorrow we will have mentoring. In fact, Amir Barak is up for mentoring this week, and that'll start at 3:15 tomorrow. So not a week that goes by without training. We take that very seriously. We're all about training, and that continues this week, even on a shortened week because of Memorial Day and already Wednesday. Tomorrow I'll get into a Thursday session and Friday. Been profitable 2 days. This is an extraordinarily profitable day for myself. I know Mayor's been doing very well, so looking forward to continuing that this afternoon. Don't forget 3 sessions today, morning session that you're in right now, lunch session coming up, and then afternoon session takes you all the way through the bell. We're here to support each and every day and take you through every minute of the day here in the trading room.
Look at the S&P goes. Can't believe that. Feel like I missed that. But that is not something that happens every day. It was kind of impossible to say. Well, traders, as you can see here on my account, I'm up almost 10 grand. And that means I'm doing quite well for what happened today, but I'm not really sure I did use everything in my power to make enough money. Well, of course, it was very hard to see what's coming next. This is becoming a very interesting day. Let me go shortly over what we've seen today. We've seen the market gapping up, the S&P 500 gapping up 1%. And look at how quickly it came down, almost closed the gap, came up a bit, came down again, and continues. So we started up 1%, currently we're down 0.3%. The interesting thing is that the Nasdaq started with the gap down and continued down. So that was more like a gap and go with the Nasdaq. Very interesting because it's down 1.7%. S&P just down a bit, Nasdaq is down quite a bit. So the only logical thing to do today was to short. As you can see, I've got 4 winners. Facebook, ZM, Keys, and Boeing, all short, all short. It was quite easy to watch the market today and anticipate the move. That's why I was short. But I also have 2 losers, which I would like to discuss. I only like to discuss my losers. These ones should be more interesting, in fact. So you can see that I've got a loser in mRNA and a loser in Roku. In fact, in mRNA, it was also like 4 grand earlier. But second trade in mRNA was green. So end result in mRNA is just small, relatively small losing trade. So let me go through mRNA and Roku here real fast. So just that we understand what happened there. Well, mRNA was under a lot of pressure. Right now it's down like 16%, started down like 10%. When you have a stock down 10%, you expect it to gap and go. So strange enough, mRNA moved higher. I was looking for my first trade to short it, did not work out. It moved to a new high and my first trade failed. So you see the idea when you have a stock that is starting down 10%, you look for a gap and go. It's more likely to gap and go. It's not likely to continue higher. You look for the point where you short it. But the problem is just the timing. You're very likely to succeed sometime, and Scott in his trade shorting it at under 52, and I joined it like 50 cents later. That was my second trade. The way it came down, that was my second good trade in mRNA. That worked out, but my first trial in mRNA failed. So you look at mRNA, you look at the beautiful technical formation to go long, and you never ever do that. Because the stock is down 10%. It's more likely to come down. And it did come down after all. So it doesn't matter if you take a look later and you see, well, it moved up 1.5 points. I could have made a lot of money on the long trade in mRNA, right? But you never do that. Because technically speaking, the stock should come down. Now it came down quite a bit from $53 all the way down to $46. The question is when. You never know when. It's all about timing. If you would have gone long here, it could have stopped just 20 cents higher and come down several points. You just don't know where it's going to come down. So the thing is, just don't do it. When stock is down 10%, you really need a very, very good reason to go long. Maybe the market is now shooting higher, which did not happen. The market came down. So you did not even have the excuse of market direction. And mRNA so moved higher, as expected, failed. We had a nice short, a second short. My first one didn't work. So again, you may be right. I was right, but I did not have the right timing. That's it. Sometimes it's just a matter of timing. But I did short another 4 fantastic trades today, which worked out right. So when you're technically right, 4 out of 6 worked out fine. That's the whole idea about trading. You never promise to succeed because sometimes you've got things which are out of the ordinary and you just get a loser, like in mRNA. Yes, we've got the second one right, and we made some money, although it did not cover my first trade. Now the same thing happened with Roku. Roku started with a small gap down. I liked Roku because of the daily. We're soon going to take a look at the daily. You can already take a look at your charts. But Roku worked out fine. It came down, but it took me out because it moved higher. I posted it for a short under 107. It was supposed to come down. It did come down a bit, and then it moved higher, took me out, and it continued to move higher, and then came down with the market. Now, again, this isn't something that usually happens. Usually, stock should follow the market, especially when it has a daily of Roku. So again, I was right. Roku did come down, but it's just the way trading works. You never know. You really never know if you got the right timing. That's it. You just don't know if you got the right timing. So now let's take a look at Roku's daily. Look at the way Roku behaves. Roku came down. First daily breakdown was right here at 112.70 or so. That wasn't today. And then it came down under that breakdown. A beautiful bear flag formation of 3 candles here, and then came today. When I was watching Roku pre-market time, I knew I'm going to have a trade in this one. I did not know I'm going to have a loser, but I did know I'm going to have a trade. And look at this beautiful technical formation. Now, why did it fail? Who were the buyers who took it up? What happened there? No idea. I know I had a loser. I moved out. That's why we have a stop loss. We never keep holding and hoping that it's going to come down. But if you take enough trades, like I took 6 trades today, well, 4 of them worked out. In fact, 5 worked out, my second trade in mRNA. So I've got really 5 winners and 2 losers. That's a good average. You can't expect much more than that in trading. So I'm really happy with my trading day. I do have the feeling, look at the market now, amazing, new lows, both sides. I do have a feeling that I did not make enough for the market conditions. I mean, the way the market came down today, I could possibly make some more. But it was very hard to anticipate that the market is going to continue as much as it did. We are in times where the market is moving higher. I cannot really explain why. I mean, you look at the daily of the Nasdaq, it looks like it's quite impossible. I mean, so many people are unemployed, and the Nasdaq is is moved up. Like yesterday, it was touching approximately 2% from all-time highs. Really, like seriously. So, but I couldn't expect it's going to come down today. But it just doesn't sound real like it's going to move to a new high. But you never know. Never know. That's why we trade the market as it comes, and we never know what's coming next. Just we take what we find, what we see in front of us. That's what we do as traders. So I really want to thank you today for being with me today. Certainly hope you had a green day just like I did. I really enjoyed my trading session today. And thank you. Thank you again for being with me. So if you are on YouTube, if you don't mind giving us a thumb up, that would be highly appreciated. And I'll see you all traders tomorrow. Have fun.
Meir, have a great night, my friend. Good trading with you today. Thank you. And we will see you tomorrow on a Thursday. Just let me transition here and get my charts into the room here. Make sure that I can share. Hopefully I can, just as Meir did. Okay, there we go. And I want to thank Clifton. We restarted that room just minutes before Meir came on, and that was the difference here to get everything up and running and smooth. So looking forward now to coming in here. And there we go. Okay. I'm placing some additional trades. Market now way down. In fact, I wanted to review this on the SPY here as we started the day. You know, we had a pretty good gap up. You heard my comments here in the prior to the start of the market, and what we were experiencing was the the futures up higher. 4 of the 6 markets that we watch were all higher. Futures here higher, and then we had a big, huge sell-off. Now, question being now, do we get a bigger move? Do we get a bounce? And is that going to be a big bounce? Is that going to be smaller bounce. My encouragement to everybody here, is to make sure that we are focusing in on where the SPY goes, where the triple Qs go. You want to pay special attention to that today in this type of market. We want to see if we have a recovery, do stocks like Tesla recover, Boeing, do all of these stocks start to run higher? So we're going to watch this all together. mRNA approaching 50 bucks again, MGM starting to come back up. This can be looked at 18 bucks, but not until this market shows me that it can at least get up to that 299 part on the SPY. I don't want to get in here early. I don't want to try to press things. All that I want to do is make sure that we can move this market in the direction that we're trading. If the market is wanting to go higher, then we take a longer trade. So we'll watch that here as we start into this mid-morning session here. Coming up on 11 o'clock Eastern time, market's been open for about an hour and a half. We'll take the SPY up and out of here, but make sure that you're watching that. You should have it up on on every day that you trade. And I trade with a 4-monitor setup, and I put it up on one of my other monitors here so I can have more space to project the stocks that I'm looking at during the day. Okay, so as we approach Tesla, looks good, very risky here as far as the setup goes. Okay, let's see here. Yep, Twillo, TWLO, one that I have not seen today. Let's see here. TWLO. I guess favored to the downside. It looks just like the market, right? Market's trying to make a small recovery, so is Twillo. I would probably still stay to the downside on that stock. Yeah, Zoom under 150 looks good, but it's just so extended down here. Many of these stocks getting a little bit of a bid underneath them right now, including Boeing, the SPY, mRNA, Tesla. Yeah. Amir will join us this afternoon. In fact, you're going to have a double dose of Amir. You'll have him at 1 o'clock today, and you'll also get him at 3:15 for the mentoring session today. Look at TTD. Okay, I will do that. Okay, TTD. Yeah, underneath that 270. The only problem with TTD is it's down 30 bucks for the day. So, can it fall more? Absolutely. But, I think a lot of these stocks have been beaten down pretty good. We shall see. Okay, perfect. CAR right here at 19. This stock looks good with a small stop loss here to that 1861 area. Be interesting to see if this spirals over or what we do. We're coming up on 11 o'clock here, so got plenty of time for the market to make a move into the lunch hour. Yep, mentoring is always on Thursday, 3:15, like clockwork. I can't get interested in wind till probably after the probably till after the maybe 85 on win. No card trade. You could have taken over 19 here on the way back up. I just didn't feel right now like I knew what the market was going to be doing. So I mean, is the market a little bit of a bounce? Or is it moving? Is it going to start to change directions and start to move higher? Yeah, market is red. Latest update: Dow up 118, S&P down 11, Nasdaq down 163. Nasdaq getting beat up today, pretty good. Yeah, take a look at shop for sure. Yep. I mean, yeah, pretty good size down move in a down market. I'd stay to the short side here, maybe 690. Risky trade because it moves so quick. Nice, Ivan. Good for you, man. That was that breakout this morning at 20. Looked really good.
Good morning, Scott, Amir, everyone. May I get the sound test, please?
Michael, good morning. You sound just fine. Thank you. How are you?
Great. I hope that finally the room and everything around it is okay. The market is not doing okay, but guys, if you look at the daily chart, you see that basically nothing happened. We're still above Friday's close, despite the big sell-off of what looks to be a big sell-off day today, but it's not really a big sell-off. So we're good.
Right.
Pullback, it's nothing wrong with that, unless you are you bought if you bought Shopify at 800, you have a problem, but if you didn't, you should be okay. I mean, this guys, look at the engulfing in Shopify, traded at 850, near 850 yesterday, and now at 690, so that's a big move. Right now I have two long trades that are working for me. Actually, that's a surprise. Apple, but it's not a real Apple. It's APLE, a small cap that I just found on the top 20. Hertz from yesterday. So Hertz is making money. And PTON, guys, the swing trade from yesterday down $5 today. So that was a slow start, but it's $5 in the money at this point. Cannot believe that. The market is working now on a bear flag at the lows. 298 to 297. Those are the highs and the lows at this point of the bear flag. Maybe we V-shape instead of building a bear flag, but let's wait.
Axel, you take care of yourself. Have a great rest of your day.
Biotech stocks were hammered yesterday and they continue to be hammered today. Let's check on the biotech index. 4%. 4% down in the XBI. It was coming, this huge move, profit taking. Nvidia is down 7%, Zoom, BYND, all the big winners are down. Regarding BABA, it's at the lows of the day, traded under 197. It's by this time, at this point, I think BABA is going to look like the market already. Buying is a bit dangerous though. Lucky for us, we didn't stay in the JP Morgan swing trade yesterday. What? It's still up 4%? Wow. I was just looking at the intraday chart. So unlucky for us. Yeah, AMD's, there's definitely taking profit in the semiconductor sector. Another big winner, down 2% today, and AMD and Nvidia, both of them are, big winners. So there was profit taking there. You can see profit